Verse News and Super are speculative ad-lib parody news podcasts. Verse News, Super, and its affiliates and sponsors claim no rights or liability to licenses, trademarks, and copyright of characters mentioned. Such characters are used under the fair use laws as a parody and speculative newscast. Verse News, Super, its parent companies, sponsors, and affiliates do not claim responsibility for content made and is purely for the entertainment of its audiences. Super, Verse News, and its parent companies, affiliates, and sponsors advise listeners to absorb content with caution and claims no liability for damage caused by its listeners. Discretion is advised.
Verse News, brought to you by Umbrella Insurance. Does your little tyke have superpowers they didn't know how to control? Last time you threw your shield, did it go through someone's window or come back with blood on it? Have you apparated a super out of a battle, causing the downfall of a universe? Then you need Umbrella Insurance. Our low-cost, high-coverage policies protect you when the lawyers come knocking for the damage you've done. Protect your home, car, and super future with the insurance that knows what can go wrong and knows how to cover your butt. Our team will work tirelessly to find a policy just fit for you through our customization process. Don't you worry about that lawsuit, because you'll be covered. Supers trust Umbrella Insurance to cover whatever damages arise. Umbrella Insurance is not FDI insured or an actual entity, does not protect against accidental death and dismemberment. Umbrella Insurance, the insurance that covers everything.
Welcome to Verse News, your source for all the happenings in the verse on all things Inverse Network. I'm Rick Rogers with Mike McNosian, and now to our top story. Mike?
Our top story tonight saddens me just a little. Frozone is announcing his retirement from the Superverse. He will no longer be fighting crime and villains in his home verse. Along with this news, Frozone announced the closure of all his frozen treat locations. While business is good at these locations, Frozone is closing the locations in conjunction with his retirement. The rumor is he is actually filing for bankruptcy, but we have no evidence to prove this may or may not be occurring at this time. I don't know about you, Rick, but I think I'll miss the frozen treats the most.
I know, Mike. Knowing Frozone hasn't breathed on my dessert to make it freshly frozen will change the way I think about dessert for sure.
Here's to hoping we can.
Now we fly out to traffic with Marty. Marty, are you there?
Traffic looks like it's running pretty smoothly from up here, with only a couple of minor issues. Use caution if you're driving anywhere around Star Labs. It looks like there are a couple speedsters racing through the streets with no word on whether they're friendly or not. When they slow down, we may be able to use one of the high-speed cameras to identify them. There are also some minor slowings near Metropolis, where a semi got into a head-on collision with Superman earlier today. No one was injured, except maybe the trucker's pride. According to the police, the driver of the truck had accidentally run a red light and narrowly avoided hitting a school bus full of children due to Superman's intervention. Back to you.
Thanks, Marty. Now that sounds like quite a jam. In other news, official documentation has been filed in a patent lawsuit over the Dick Tracy Communicator Watch. Stark Industries maintains they held the patent when Apple introduced the watch in 2015 and wants compensation for the years the Apple Watch was on the market, violating the patent. We'll bring you more on this story as it develops. Wow, Mike, I wonder why they're just bringing it to court now.
I don't care what, just sell the darn thing. I don't know, Rick, but I think it has something to do with rumors of a new product.
It's time for the weather with Susie Raincloud.
All my instruments are broken. I can't do the weather.
Thanks, Susie. Terrific as always.
Do you really think it's accurate, Mike?
Of course. Susie knows all things about weather. She is a rain cloud after all.
She's a freaking ray of sunshine is what she is.
Our main story tonight takes us to squid rain. The Watchmen universe has been plagued with it for as long as we can remember. Now we have finally found the cause. In an effort to rescue his brethren from the sea, Aquaman has taken all the squids in captivity he can find, sending them through the interdimensional portal. It just so happens in his efforts to save the squids, he inadvertently releases them from the sky to fall to their deaths. We do not have any comments from the camp of the Watchmen or Aquaman's handlers at this time. Hopefully, he's learned his lesson about liberating food. Right, Rick?
I hope so, Mike. That's all for Verse News tonight. Stay tuned for Bobby Baxter and his want-to-be reporters on Super Dirt, coming up next.
Contact us at superdirtnews.com. Follow us on all the social medias at SuperDirtHQ. I have no idea where I'm at now.
What if a super flew through your house? How would you pay for all the damage? If you're a Norm with smarts, you'll already have a policy from Umbrella Insurance. Umbrella Insurance's low rates and generous coverage make it the perfect match if you live in a battle zone area or are battle zone adjacent. We also have products to cover your car and life. If you want the whole package to protect you from all the perils of the verses, you want Umbrella Insurance. Switch now and we'll cut your insurance bill in half, right down the middle, and get you the coverage you and your family deserve. Norms trust Umbrella Insurance to cover whatever comes from the sky. Umbrella Insurance is not FDIC insured or an actual entity. Does not protect against accidental death or dismemberment. Umbrella Insurance, expecting the expected and the unexpected.
This show is part of the Geek Nerd Network. Find more shows like it at geeknerdnetwork.com. This is Janet.
Welcome to Super Dirt. I am Bobby Baxter coming at you somewhat live from Super Dirt HQ. Oh my gosh, do we have some dirt today, man. We've been out there, all the roving reporters have been getting the dirt, and let's see who's out there. Who's out there today?
Candy Cassidy.
I am.
Mr. I Am in the house.
Henry Harrison.
Yo, Henry.
Mickey Miller.
Mickey Miller.
Whoa! Bowowski.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We have an amazing show because we've got a lot of dirt tonight. A lot of dirt. Who's excited to give their dirt?
I think Bo was talking about something earlier, and I'm not sure I understood. Can you clarify that for me, Bo?
Are we sure we want to go there first off?
Shh, Bobby.
So
focus.
there was like this place I went to. It was pretty cool. It had all these awesome plants and stuff. I ran into this guy. He's really big. I mean, buff and stuff, and he must work out or something. I think he called himself like Thanos.
Mr. Buff and stuff?
Yeah, I think he was like Thanos or something, or something like that. But anyway,
I like Mr. Buff and stuff. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. Yo, Mr. Buff and stuff with the glove.
It's a little less intimidating when you call him Mr. Buff and stuff.
So anyways, he was talking to me about this plan that he had, Lex Luthor and his re-election.
Lex Luthor, the Prime Minister? Lex Luthor?
Is that what he does? Does he like roll around in limos and get escorted places and stuff? I think
he
that's
gets escorts for places.
Where have you been? Come on.
He's pretty powerful. I don't think he has to buy those escorts. I think they come to him.
He is bald, right? And that's just a red wig.
So he was like coming up. He was telling me about this idea about sending out all these emails to like get people to vote for him and stuff. I mean,
Thanos sending emails? Like,
That's
he's
what
got to
he
have a
said.
huge keyboard. Have you seen the size of his fingers?
His fingers is like as big as my head, dude. What was his name again?
Thanos.
Mr. Buff and stuff.
Buff and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Mickey.
Mr.
What would we do
Buff
without
and
Mickey?
stuff.
Well,
My 2-second
He was
attention
buff.
span is...
He was big.
I've heard this before, and this is just straight up wrong. So
Which is wrong? The emails?
The emails. This is
the
a hoax.
Thanos is trying to do anything. Mr. Buff and stuff is going to do anything.
Yeah, well, I don't know what Mr. Buff and stuff is doing. That's his business, but he is not trying to influence anything with Lex Luthor.
Seriously, are you a Lex Luthor fan? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
How
Make
can you
Metropolis
possibly
great.
How the crap
even-
did you get hired here and be a Lex Luthor fan?
That just makes no sense.
They're both bald. You don't see that connection?
Whoa, you're like right, dude.
So I don't know that I wouldn't call myself a fan, but he has done some pretty important things for this Earth.
Can you
And
name three?
you are a news reporter. You're going to get the real news, and you're going to tell us the truth. And that's what we do here at Super
Right,
Dirt.
well-
we are not like or dislike. We tell the truth, and you can't handle the truth, then don't listen to Super Dirt. What'd you say, Mickey?
So this is a hoax because this is a hoax, and we don't deal with hoaxes here on this show.
Please
we
quit
deal with
calling
the
it a
truth.
witch hunt. You're
How
just
is
taking
this
it and you're
No,
like
it's-
totally demeaning it.
It's
like,
literally a witch hunt.
No, no, no,
Scarlet
no.
Witch is the perpetrator of this. This is literally a witch hunt.
Have
we
you
know, we
seen
know
all
that
the
she's working
evidence?
against everybody, but
There we go.
seriously.
Now we're getting...
You're all missing the story. You're all missing the story. You're
Who the
all of
crap
you
is this
lazy
person?
reporters. You're all missing the
Someone
story. You
call
need to follow
security.
the money. This is the whole reason what's going on here. It's the money, not anything else. It's not power. It's money.
I
You have to
heard
follow
about
the money.
that.
You think the
That
Queen
is
of
so
England is
true.
actually still alive?
Yeah.
She's not the fourth longest ruling monarch.
That's
She is
right.
being created before our eyes by the reality stone. And so
heard
is
about
this
that.
what's
Hang on,
happening
security,
with
hang on.
Thanos?
Let's
No,
let
you
her finish.
Wait a second. You know, I don't know. That actually... I've wondered about
What?
the
Bobby?
Queen. I've wondered about Queen Elizabeth,
Did you give the boys some of your bubble gum again? Did they get distracted?
Hey, we don't talk about my bubblegum on the show. That's one.
Bo?
Okay, everything is.
I got some stuff that would go good with that bubble gum,
Hey,
dude.
security, go get that person. I want to. Eventually, we'll talk after the show.
Getting back to the story, so you're saying that Nebula is Thanos' digital assistant?
You've been waiting. You've just been carrying that in your back pocket, waiting to try to find a time to call Nebula a digital assistant, haven't you?
Well, I mean, we've got Cortana.
Nebula, what day is it?
Oh no, you don't want to ask this digital assistant that. She'll probably shoot you in the face.
She'll get back at you.
Nebula, kill.
Yes, that's the kind of task you ask her to do.
Nebula, how would
Okay.
you kill a prime minister?
Okay.
I
Agree to
now that I think-
disagree, Mickey.
Oh,
Because I
well,
can't even.
No, like
Right now.
everyone is entitled to their opinion. There's the truth, and there are opinions
No.
though. So we can disagree, but I do know.
I agree. 100%, dude.
See,
Like,
Bo's with me.
Bo is.
Bo's with me.
Yeah.
Bo's with everybody
Bo-
who's speaking.
Yeah.
Are you with everybody, Bo?
I
Oh,
think
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Except for that one guy. He's kind of funny. I don't know about him. That
With all
guy
the
with the long hair and stuff, you know?
Can we
so-
move on to something more important, please?
Mr. I Am has something to say, people.
Come
I
on.
heard him trying to sneak in.
come on, look at all the ads. What the heck is Lex Luthor doing? I mean, he's trying to influence everybody.
Isn't that the point of ads?
And
Or being
isn't
the
that
prime
point,
minister?
Yes, of running for office. I mean, that is kind of what you're
Because
Yeah.
he wants the power.
But
Anybody that believes anything a politician
but
says
look
is
who
stupid.
he's targeting. Come on, he's targeting.
The gays?
He's excuse
I
me.
don't know.
He's targeting all the homosexuals out there.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, not that there's anything wrong
No,
with that.
I know a guy. I'm not
And,
into that, but I
everybody's
know a
free
guy.
game to target. I mean, as long as it's for votes, not anything else. But wow, I don't know where to go now. Bo, you have done it again. You've taken us so far off track. I'm not sure how we're going to get back.
Does anyone else have anything worthwhile to talk about? Because obviously this
I'm
is
feeling-
just going to go nowhere.
I'm feeling that's directed towards me there.
Seriously.
All
Anyone?
you gays out there that we have just offended, sorry.
Speaking of gay,
Bobby will see you on Thursday.
I don't get it.
speaking of gay, I heard something the other day.
Sorry. I don't know why
That's
that
a
was funny.
horrible segue.
That's what we call a segue in this industry, people.
It's a horrible segue.
Okay, Kitty, let us have it.
Horrible segue.
Let us have
Okay,
it.
what I heard was and I'm uncertain. Dumbledore is gay, and there's a little controversy as to what he's doing alone in his office with Harry Potter. Amongst other students.
I was hanging out with some of those Hufflepuffs, you know, those guys. We were, you know, they're pretty cool. I mean,
So are you saying you're a second-hand Hufflepuff?
Maybe he's just a mud puff.
so we were hanging out in Hogshead at Hogsmeade, you know, and we were drinking some butter beer. Did you know that stuff's like alcoholic? I mean, it's good stuff.
Oh, I thought it was like root
I
beer.
thought it was like root beer, dude.
Not this stuff.
Like
This stuff
cream
they
sodas?
gave me.
It is like root beer, but then they
I
pour
woke up-
vodka in it. And it
I
makes it a
was
little
going to say,
hotter.
that little extra hip flask is there for a reason.
I woke up and I was like in another town and stuff. But
Lorraine.
anyway.
So do you have something to add to her thing? What'd you hear?
Yeah, these guys were telling me about how this Harry guy, he goes and hangs out with this headmaster. What's his name? He's got like a long beard and stuff.
Well, that's like half of the
Dumbledore.
wizards in the world.
That's seriously
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Long beard, a pointy hat.
Gandalf.
Dumbledore. Dumbledore.
That's actually Dumbledore's
So-
cousin, Dumbledoof.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, I don't know. This Harry kid goes up into his office a lot, and I don't
So
know.
this is all
They-
rumor.
That explains. So what I've been told by his classmates is this guy is just staring off into space the entire time. I don't know how he's maintaining his grades, so he's got to be on the dean's list.
is the dean's list a special dean's list?
It's a
It was when I went to school.
favors, Dean. Favors.
I had to
Maybe
go
it's
visit Dumbledore up in his office one time.
How did that turn out?
Did it get creepy?
And it's this room that it's got all sorts of things that I had no idea what they were used for. And I'm a little concerned that children go up there.
Well, so
Like-
he's got security, right?
Well, yeah, he's got passwords.
So
but,
what kind of passwords?
well, we only know the ones that have been.
It's called
that
your
have been
safe
released.
word.
So, Mickey, are you magical?
Well, so we all know the stereotypes. I'm gonna steal this. We all know the stereotype of the child predators using candy to lure children into their vehicles.
Yeah.
You're just gonna go there, aren't you?
Well, Dumbledore's password is gumdrops, or one of his previous passwords to get into his office. So he's telling children to come to his office using the passphrase gumdrops.
That's what I heard, dude. I mean, it's like.
Well, I bet Bobby would go. You like gumdrops,
I do.
right?
I love
I mean,
gumdrops.
who doesn't like gumdrops?
Yeah, I would.
Me?
Of course, Kitty.
Kenny safe.
Kenny will always yes.
I'm
gumdrops.
fairly certain I have the wrong equipment to be for Dumbledore to be attracted to.
I'm not sure exactly who his target victims are, and I don't think anybody at that school is safe.
Is safe.
I'm pretty sure he's non-discriminatory.
Non-discriminatory. He just likes playing.
I've heard
Toys.
Hermione goes up there once in a while.
Oh my.
All the
goodness.
And her
time.
lipstick
gonna
is a
go
mess
there.
when she comes out.
Oh my gosh.
Well, her hair is always a mess anyway. I mean, that's
Okay, I'm using. We need a safe word for the show. Is what I think. What is the safe word for the show? Banana. Oh, maybe that's
I'm
the
working
wrong-
that
maybe-
in there somewhere.
No,
Maybe
no.
banana's the wrong word.
Wrong word.
Pickles.
Cherry. No. Darn it.
Buffing stuff.
Peaches.
Throughout the show. No, we need a safe word. What is it?
Pepperoni.
That's it. I like it. From now
Not
on,
salami,
safe word on the
pepperoni.
show, at least for a while, is pepperoni. We'll talk about different ones.
God, it's a
all
heavy
we
day.
need at
Okay.
this story.
Okay, now it seems like this is all hearsay. We're gonna table this and give it to some other reporters. You know, we're the ones that dig up the dirt, and then we go give it to other people to prove it.
Someone who's paid a little bit more.
We send it to IM's plate.
on the
Exactly. So
in the world of journalism, we are the golden retrievers. We are not. It is not our job to make sure that
we dig up the bones.
Exactly. We don't vet everything, but we make sure that nothing escapes our attention.
Yes, that is right, and that's what makes Super Dirt so relevant, people.
Speaking of vetting, I've got a lead on a story that Ares is being released early from prison.
Yeah, and that
Aries.
that is on
Explain.
technicality.
Yeah.
No.
What's
Wait,
going on?
What?
So get this. You know Wonder Woman, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
She's got her
kidding? She's
lasso
gorgeous.
of truth.
Wonder boobs.
Oh, only Bo would do that. I would never say anything like that, but she does have nice breasts. I'm just saying.
It's come up to, we believe it's going to go to the Supreme Court of the veracity. Pepperoni, Bobby. Pepperoni.
Okay, pepperoni.
See, you guys messed up when I realized I can say what I want and you can fix it in post.
No, this is a live show, Bo. This is a live show.
I'm not sure anybody can fix you in post, bro.
I tried to clean it up. Did you hear me? I used the correct term.
I just feel like I got me too.
Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Gosh. Okay. Pepperoni. Move on.
Start again.
So this case is going up to Supreme Court that we can't prove the veracity of the lasso of truth. Like it's not been field tested. We can't do
It
it.
is ordained by gods.
Absolutely.
There is nothing you can do
Which
to
gods?
prove or disprove.
The only one that
Ares,
matters.
Ares, the one who was locked up.
You've just thrown something out there that has been proved that we've all lived with for how many years? That we know that lasso tells
almost
the truth.
100.
Nobody
This is an
has
assumption.
Yes, nobody has ever.
It's not
Contradicted
an
that.
assumption.
No, there is some legal precedent to this.
Yeah, it's called a lie detector, and it's not admissible in court.
The lie detector, which was invented by William Moulton Marston, is not admissible
Say
in
that
court.
3 times fast.
I know, right?
William Moulton Marston.
Now, rumors have it that William
Marston.
can't say it
I
3
just had
times
to
fast.
put
I
it in
can't
your
say
head.
it. I can't say it twice. William Moulton Marston, he was very instrumental with Wonder Woman when she was first on the scene here as a super. And so there might if he got his technology from the lasso of truth, then it may have been based on the same, and it's been proven to be faulty. It may be based on the same faulty principles as the lasso of
It
truth.
can't be proved. It can't be proven or disproven. There's this thing called faith, y'all.
There's this
yeah,
thing
but faith
called
is not-
double-blind studies, y'all.
Well, and faith is not admissible in court either, is it?
It's true, but at the same time, like, she's a superhero. She's a god.
Oh.
She comes from the gods. Like,
And that-
how do we argue with that?
She was
that's
also-
the problem. That's why Super Dirt exists, because we argue with that.
Gods have to follow the law too.
Absolutely, supers have to. You know what I'm saying?
We might need
He
some
had a
EMTs.
little bit of those brownies that I brought with me.
Hey, you know what? For some reason, I'm on fire today.
I think I need some
Was
of
it
those
that comment
brownies.
from Verse News, Bobby? Did that strike you as bad?
Which one?
The wannabe reporters.
Oh, dude. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah.
I wanna be a
reporters.
reporter.
You said it best, Mickey. We are at the front line. We are the warriors of the front line of real news. And sometimes there is some, when people get killed that
Friendly
aren't.
fire.
Fodder. for
Yeah,
the
what'd you
front
say?
line?
Friendly
Friendly
fire.
fire.
And sometimes there's some friendly fire, and we put out some things out there that may be a little iffy.
I feel like Jameson bought the end of the news broadcast today.
Absolutely douchebag. I'm just saying. Don't get me started. You mention his name, and then I will get more fired up, and my head may explode off of my body because I'm already on fire for some
right.
reason.
I'd pay a
Pepperoni.
quarter.
Pepperoni!
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni! Stop it, you!
Gonna be a lot of pizza in here soon.
All right, I've got something to cool you down here, Bobby.
Okay.
So we all know who Frozone is, right? And how he's.
Well, I don't know
Who's
what he does on his
Frozone?
off time.
But okay, we may not know who he is, but we know the delicious treats that he
Yeah.
has been
Oh,
serving to us
yeah, I
forever.
know some treats from his shop.
I'm sure you have, Bo. I'm sure you have.
When he gets the munchies.
But the rumor is that he's going bankrupt, and that's why he's closing all of his locations. But I have it on a pretty good source that he's actually on the run from extradition because apparently he has passed several biometric matches towards the villain Glass, and he is on the way out to be extradited, and that is why he's on the run and has disappeared.
What you're
Yeah.
saying? He's glass?
Yes.
Okay.
He passed the biometrics.
Wait a minute.
Close your eyes and listen to both of them. That's what I'm saying. Close your eyes and listen to Frozone, then listen to Glass. I'm telling you. How hard would it be to record that and then test the... Because it's like a fingerprint, isn't it? Isn't vocals like a fingerprint? I've heard that. It can be.
What about all those, the people who do vocal impressions?
Impersonators?
Yeah.
Siri knows who I am. Unless she's looking at me with the camera. But that could be a little bit... I don't know.
I don't know how to be Siri, but...
But who is, like... Maybe it's the same actor that's playing this guy in these movies or shows. We don't know that.
But
What if we're all actors?
What are you talking about, actors? This is real life. I'm not talking about movies. I'm talking about real life.
Have you met him? Have you met Frozone?
No, but he's passed several biometric screenings.
Well, doesn't that work with twins, too?
No, because twins, they have different aspects on different biometric screenings, which is why you can't rely on just one set of screenings.
But you could rely on a voice.
A voice?
Or a fingerprint.
There's facial recognition, iris matching.
But when you're a super, can't you change that stuff? I mean,
it depends on your power.
Well, it depends on the super. I mean,
maybe we should ask the super. Hey, I am.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Give it to me.
See, I have a hard time with the fingerprint thing because the last version of his uniform, costume, whatever you want to call it, it's got gloves, right? He does. He's not going around leaving fingerprints.
My fingerprints look like snowflakes.
Yes. Okay, folks. Do we have any more news? Let's table that because the real news has that, and actually they don't have what you just said. The real news has that he's closing down.
Are you saying we're not real news, Bobby?
Oh, you know what? That's it.
Bobby gives up.
Bobby has left the room.
This is real news.
Make you take over.
Super nerd. I can do it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what the earlier explanation was about.
I didn't mean real news. I meant that other news. Let's say that. The ones that actually does research and proves things. That news. Hey, we are just as relevant.
Are you calling us yellow sheets, Bobby?
We are just as relevant, just not as...
So we're cutting edge. We're not mainstream.
Exactly. We're cutting edge. That's it. We're cutting edge. I'm going to stick with that. Cutting edge, people.
All you dirtbags, remember, you're on the cutting edge.
You bag that dirt and you bring it to us.
You bag that dirt and you bring it to us. That's right. I think we just go with it like should already know there are dirtbags. And if dirtbags listen to it, then maybe they should.
I
Widen our audience.
It might be who the audience is right now.
What are you saying the way we're going? My wife listened to this the other day. She's
Mommy,
like, oh my gosh,
am
you
I
sound
a
like
dirtbag?
Hey, all you dirtbags!
I can't do it.
That is going to be so much fun. All you fans out there, dirtbags, go grab your dirt. And how are we going to? Are we going to have a Facebook page?
Are we on the Dig Network?
Twitter's perfect.
Dig Network.
Dig this button.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I've been living under the rocks of
Gumdrops.
Dirtbags. All you dirtbags out there, give us the dirt on the super. Super Dirt HQ is our Twitter handle.
Or tweet at us at SuperDirtHQ.
Twitter, tweeters, twats. Wait.
Pepperoni.
I've been me too again.
Bobby's turning this into dirtbag.
Welcome to Super Dirtbag.
I did not. It wasn't. That was not.
It's a good thing you have to pay for that content.
Tweety bird. I think that's a wrap.
All right, dirtbags. If you want to find me online, you can't. I find you. But if you want to submit your tips to us, you can do that at superdirtnews.com, or you can find us on whichever social media platform you prefer tracks you at Superdirt HQ. This is Valkyrie telling you to open your eyes, sheeple.
This has been a Teapots Away Media production.
Thank you to listening for everything.
Yeah.